Hello everybody, it's Football here with John Montez and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing fine. I'm also doing fine, and today we are back again. Mbeumo to Manchester United transfer talk. What do you guys think about this? Because a lot of the transfer news are just coming out. Different clubs are making moves. Manchester United have already made move for Cunha. Cunha is here we go now. He's going to be a Manchester United player next season. That one is confirmed and no doubt on that one. Liverpool also, we are going to talk about with this is just crazy. How can Liverpool spend 100 million on, I don't know even how to explain this one. 100 million on Wids? I don't think that one makes sense to me. That one doesn't make sense to me. So those are the things we want to talk into this video. We want to talk about Rashford. Also, Rashford is back in Manchester United after Aston Villa losing Champions League football. Now he's back in Manchester United, and the price tag for Rashford is 40 million. Whoever comes for him will have to come for him with 40 million in this transfer window. And something also interesting that I came across, which I also want to discuss into this video, is Ryan. I think he's a Wolves defender. Manchester City are really interested in him. I've watched him playing. Actually, is one of those left back, if I'm not wrong. Is one of those best promising left back in Premier League. So basically, is something to look forward into. This is an interesting news coming from Fabrizio today. I've looked. I will talk about that one. That one is really interesting news. It's really interesting news for Manchester City and Premier League as well. Now, we want to dive into this, and if you're watching us for the first time and you haven't subscribed yet, please take a second or to click the subscription button. Don't forget to click on that notification bell, so each and every time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. To our subscribers, I want to say thank you so much for your continuous support. Without you, this channel could not be able to reach where it is. Now, let us just dive into this Mbeumo story to Manchester United. This is interesting because it's a 25-year-old, and surprisingly, he has 20 goals this season. 20 goals, 7 assists. That is promising. If you look at a 25-year-old Brentford player, Manchester United want to do this deal. I think it's interesting, and this one also can be influenced with the Gyokeres deal. I think the Gyokeres deal with Manchester United has already collapsed, in my own opinion, because I don't see the way we could demand for Mbeumo if we are pursuing Gyokeres. I think, in my own opinion, that the main reason why we are going for this deal, and the main reason we are doing this, is suppose Gyokeres deal cannot happen, and Gyokeres deal does not happen because we didn't make it to the Champions League, and we knew that one was going to happen. So basically, maybe Gyokeres will end up in Arsenal, which is good for him. It's good. Arsenal is a well-structured team, just need a finished product, and maybe he can be a finished product. Mbeumo to Manchester United, interesting, 20 goals. That one is a really good upgrade, let's say, for Hoyland, and it's a really good up. If you have Mbeumo and you have Cunha, that is very strong forward. Physically, if you look their physical appearance, they are really good. Pace in the team, they can really hard that pace. Where in terms of transition, just in case, because Manchester United, based on our system, we rely on transition most of the time. So Mbeumo, I've seen him, is good with pace, is good dribbling, and is also good. Is a threat to the goal. Having 20 goals this season, which most people don't talk about, is just incredible. 20 goals, 7 assists in Premier League, that is just incredible. In all competition, that is really incredible. And with Manchester United, it's a promising project. No matter how people want to put it, it's something that players might consider. Because, look, Brentford, you have nothing to lose. Brentford at the moment, you have nothing to lose. Cunha's left Wolves. Of course, Wolves have finished below us with some different points. But if you look at Manchester United now, it's not going to be the same Manchester United we'll see next season. Probably Manchester United might be in Champions League next season, and Mbeumo not seeing Brentford making it to Champions League next season or any European competition next season. It's a good move for him, and in terms of also his career, and if you look at his age, 25 years old, is not bad for him to make that bold move. So I think, in my own opinion, in the setup of Amorims, is going to fit perfectly. In my own opinion, that deal is going to fit perfectly, and it's just going to boost our strength as a team, especially after this disaster season. Manchester United are trying to react to this. So Mbeumo coming in, Cunha already confirmed. Massive news for Manchester United fans, and at least we are showing some reaction. We need this to happen before we go to the preseason. We need this one to happen before we go to the preseason. So I think we have to do our deals early enough, so make sure that this team gel together, this team link with each other, and we know our problems and we know our strength. Now let us go to other stories which are really, really important, and I will just start with the Rashford coming back to Manchester United. I think Manchester United haven't qualified to Champions League. Aston Villa haven't qualified to Champions League, so there was no need for Rashford to stay in Aston Villa if they don't qualify for Champions League, because I think Rashford want to play Champions League, which Aston Villa is not offering at the moment. I think he can get Barcelona are interested in him. Many Champions League club might be interested in him, and this one I think it can be a very good deal for Manchester United if they want to get rid of him. I don't think he has a way back to Manchester United team. I don't think he's going to be in the plan of Amorims next season. So it will be good for him to leave. It will be good for both parties to agree on the deal, and a 40 million deal. I don't think that one is bad on Rashford in my own opinion, because there's no need of keeping him here yet. We will not play him. So take 40 million, add somebody, or try to bid for Mbeumo, which is good. 40 million, you can add some money on that, what Brentford is demanding. But I know Manchester United cannot give Brentford 59 million in Mbeumo. Manchester United nowadays are really, really stingy with the money, and they are good in making deals, and they are good in negotiating. So something else that also I want to talk about, which really, really interesting. This is the news that came out. It has already circulated. The media, it has already circulated everywhere. It's about Liverpool making. Liverpool have made their first official bid for Red Wheats in excess of 100 million package with add-ons. So the club negotiation are restarting today to get the deal done. Wheats told Leverkusen he only wants Liverpool. So this deal is going to happen, and Leverkusen knows that Liverpool are desperate to get this player in. Liverpool are desperate to make sure they protect their title next season. What do you have to do? I think this one, if this signing doesn't turn up to be one of those best one, Liverpool have money now to spend. That is true. They have money to spend. 100 millions, they know they have won the league. People know they have won the league. So going to players will be very expensive. The players they will be targeting are going to be very, very expensive. But 100 million package with add-ons, I don't think it was necessary in my own opinion. But it's a good deal. It's a good player, and I think he can bring something into Liverpool. He can bring something to Liverpool, because this season last season Liverpool didn't buy any player. They won the league. Buying new players and bringing in some new fresh legs, and some people will be let go. People like Diaz will be let go. People like I think Szoboszlai will be let go. It's just they need a replacement, and that is what Liverpool are doing. But 100 million, I don't think that one was a wise move. But it's if slots want him, then give him what he wants. Now, in the other part of the city, that is Manchester City, have asked the condition to sign Ryan. I've seen him playing for Wolves. He's a really, really good left back, in my own opinion. Actually, he has silenced some of the stars. I think Salah is one of the casualties on him. He's a very good player, in my own opinion, because if you look right now, Manchester City, the way they play Gvardiol was bought as a center back. It was not bought as a winger. Now, they are forcing him to play as a winger sometimes. So getting a natural winger or a left back is going to be a massive move for Manchester City, because they need somebody in that position. Most of the time this season, they have played the players that they bought as a center back to play in those positions, which it doesn't make sense to me sometimes. But it's getting Ryan is good. It's going to help Manchester City, especially with this disaster season they've had. They are trying to react to whatever is happening. So it's going to be a good deal for him, and it's going to be both two players are going. Most clubs will be interested in him. So Manchester City must make a move early as possible. But Manchester City have also shown a frugality in spending. They don't spend much on players. They try, especially after going trophyless. I don't think they're going to spend. They're going to spend more on players. Of course, they have money to do it, but I don't think they're going to do it the way people think they're going to do it. Oh no, they're desperate for players, but not that much. It's just a lack of form that was lacking in Manchester City. So this one is going to be a good move. Another signing that I have to speak about, and this one is concerned to Arsenal, is Gyokeres. I think Gyokeres will sign for Arsenal. If Manchester City losing out of Champions League, that one was a breaking point. That one was the first step for Arsenal to sign him. That one, I think, in my own opinion, was the first step for Arsenal to sign him. Because there was no way we are going to convince Gyokeres that come to Manchester United, you want to come to Manchester United, this is a nice project, you know what will happen, and Arsenal is offered a new Champions League with a huge salary. Why not take it? Because I think in Manchester United, what we could have offered him is game time. Because we tell him, you come to Manchester United, you will be the main man. You play and no pressure, nothing else. It's just you. This Amorim, this system suits you. This is why Amorim bought you to Sporting, and that one could not work. That is why Manchester United are pursuing Mbeumo. So Gyokeres, in my own opinion, if things happen, because in football things can really happen within a span of 2 days or 3 days, a lot of things can really change. But I think it will end up in Arsenal, and it's going to be a good signing for Arsenal, in my own opinion. Because look at Arsenal. Arsenal just need a finisher. That is a striker, and Gyokeres give you that. He give you finishing. Is very good in the box. He's really good in creating spaces. It's very good, and he can add value into Arsenal team. Arsenal this season, their season has been really impacted by lack of a striker, lack of a pure number 9, and Gyokeres gives you that. So it's really important to see how this one is going to unfold. I think he's going to switch into Arteta's team. He's going to perform, not unless Premier League becomes something else, because sometimes promising players comes to Premier League, then they fail to deliver. Then things start to be a disaster for them. That one has happened to, I've seen, I have related with some of the people like Anthony in Manchester United. Anthony came to Manchester United, it was a flop, and we bought him like, I don't know if it was around 80 million. And it turned up to not be a Premier League player. Sometimes players turn out to be a Premier League players and they go somewhere else and shine. We have seen people like Lukaku, people like people like McTominay, people like a lot of players who have come out of Premier League and went somewhere else and perform. So that one can also be happened to Gyokeres. He might be a very good player in Sporting or in Portuguese league, but he might not be a good player in Premier League. But I can switch these things because I think Premier League players always have a good season or always have a better game in Premier League compared to other leagues. So that one is a promising deal for Arsenal. If they get it through, if they are serious on doing it, they should do it, because I think Sporting are just asking around 60 million, which I think Arsenal can afford. If they wanted to spend 70 million on what is this Aston Villa striker? I'm forgetting his name. They wanted to spend almost 70 million on him on the January transfer window. 60 million is nothing for them to spend on Gyokeres, a striker that they desperately need in their team. So Arsenal should make this deal before other teams dive in, because I think other teams will dive into this. I think other teams will take advantage into this. They have to run quick. Liverpool are interested. Liverpool are really looking for a striker because Diaz is leaving. Not Diaz. Yes, Diaz is leaving, so they need that striker. Chelsea are really interested in him, but I don't think he should go to Chelsea, because how can you go to a Chelsea team where you are going to have a competition, yet you have an Arsenal team which give you Champions League football and maybe guarantee you number 2 in the league and maybe guarantee a trophy somewhere, and you will be the main man. Chelsea I think have a lot of competition. If you look, you have to go and fight a position with Jackson. You have to go and fight a position with people like Nkunku. Chelsea already have enough number, so a Chelsea deal is not lucrative to him. It's not lucrative to a player. It might be a good deal because I think Maresca plays the same system which suits him. Everybody search for him a ball and he scores. So I think he can switch to Chelsea, but Arsenal has to make this move. This is their player. They have to make it. If they don't do it early as possible, people will have to do it and they will struggle again next season. Arsenal should not go next season without a striker, a proper striker. But If Manchester United had money, I don't think Manchester United are going to pursue that deal because we don't have Champions League football. But if we had that money, I would choose Gyokeres over Mbeumo. But Mbeumo also has proven in Premier League. That is why I think Manchester United is going for him. He has proven in Premier League that he can score goals. It's a threat in the box. Somebody that if Amorims wants him, I think we should give him. It's not that much. I don't think 59 million. We are going to spend 59 million on him. I don't think so. That one I don't think will happen. I don't just see it happen, but it can happen. This is football. Brentford know that the Manchester United are desperate on a player. Manchester United are desperate on players right now. Though they have to do whatever it has to do. And you also know how Manchester United always suffer in the January transfer, always suffered in the transfer window. There's always somebody who is waiting for us to knock us in the January transfer window or to get money out of us. We have seen it, Chelsea doing it to Manchester United. We have seen Jax doing it for us. We have seen Inter Milan doing for us with Onana. So a lot is going to happen with this Mbeumo deal and the Gyokeres deal. So I don't think it's going to be a Manchester United player. I think it's going to be an Arsenal player. But that is something to watch between Manchester United and Arsenal, whatever will happen in there. I don't know what you guys think about this. That are the updates we have. Tomorrow we are coming again. I think tomorrow we are looking ahead into Chelsea versus Real Betis, and really interesting game. We are looking forward into that. So make sure to tune in tomorrow. Make sure to smash a like on the video. And by the way, if you know you are watching and you haven't subscribed yet, please click that subscription button. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell so each and every time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. To our subscribers, I want to say thank you so much for your continuous support. Without you, this channel could not be able to reach where it is. Until we do the next one, enjoy.